So everybody's heard the expression, you can't drink the water in Mexico, which is true. Some people say, oh, the locals can because their bodies just became used to it, which is not true. Everyone here buys water to drink. Agua pura, pure water. And the most economical way to do it is to buy them in garrafones. A garrafón is 20 liters of water in bulk, which is about 5 1/4 gallons. And if you're curious what that looks like, this is a garrafón. Garrafón. And it gets flipped upside down, and you can put it in a holster to let the water out slowly. But you can return it for deposit or just kind of return it and exchange it more, which is more common for a new one. So yeah. Also, I use Microdyne, which is what most people here use. Just a couple drops of this will purify water from the faucet, and you can actually soak your kitchen vegetables in it. And there's nothing unsafe about it. This is there's no dangerous chemicals in this. You don't have to re-rinse your vegetables after you soak them in this. They say, actually, a lot of people just wash their dishes without doing anything special. I'm being a little paranoid, so after I wash the dishes, I actually soak them in this before I use them, as well as Bobby's dishes. I use that also. And then you can't brush your teeth. Well, you can brush your teeth with the water, but they don't suggest it. You have to be really careful not to swallow. Same with like shower water. So I use bottled water to brush my teeth also. But yeah, you just have to be mindful and cautious. At restaurants, I shy away from like lettuce, leafy greens, things like that might not have been rinsed in the cleanest water. Although by far the most common way that people get Montezuma's revenge which is the poops, which is from old salsa. So if you're at a restaurant, or more likely, if you go to like a taco stand or something, and you see salsa that's been sitting out all day long, that's where most people get their diarrhea from. So I shy away from those also, which is unfortunate because it's so delicious. And I'm pretty sure that's how I got sick on my last trip. So, yeah, water safety. Bob has not pooped in 2 days. He's eating fine. He's drinking fine. I walk him more than I should have to. And yet, he's looking at something. He won't go poop. It's starting to annoy me. Anyways, I've been in Aguascalientes a few days now, and for the past couple of days, my immigration attorney has been trying to do my process of getting my residency card for me, and the immigration office doesn't give any forewarning, but then they just decide, oh, we're not opening today. Oh, we're not opening today. Oh, we're not opening today. And then next week, she's in Florida on vacation at Disney with her sister. So I have to wait until the week after next to finish my canje at the immigration office. But that's okay. I've got plenty of time. I've got until close to the end of the month to get it done. It's just a little frustrating. We will deal. If only this guy would go poop. Aguascalientes used to be a big railroad town, a railroad hub back in the day. That isn't the case anymore, but there's this really cool large area, kind of an indoor museum with lots of trains, and we're gonna check it out. Also, it has lots of green area and shade, which is nice for Bob to do his business and get some leg stretching done. So let's look around. still are trains that come through here. Everywhere you walk here, you find another train. I think that means Norte de Mexico. It's not drinking water, bud. Sorry. Cannot drink that water.
Ahí está, para que quede para el momento. Venga, tremendo, chicas. Vamos a darle un aplauso a las chicas.
There's a kitty cat. Just saw it jump up. Let's see if we can zoom in here. There we go. You going for a ride, Mr. Kitty Cat? I got news for you. This thing ain't operational anymore. These things are cool, even though they're old and rusty. It would have been neat to see them in use. This park / museum is huge. And here we've got a giant calavera in the middle of the complex. So this is papel picado, which translates to perforated paper. But basically it's Mexican traditional folk art, and you can cut anything you want in it, but obviously you'll see a lot of calaveras. Here you see some trenes también, you see some trains too. Yeah, this is all over the place, not just for Day of the Dead, but you'll see it other times also. I was gonna say a little red caboose, but it's a little yellow caboose with some red. Equipped with radio? No way. I have no clue who this guy is. These kids are having fun. So I just stumbled across this ant trail. It's so cool. Bet these things can bite like a mother though. Bob, sit. Bet these things can bite. How cool is that? You can see the lines in the grass. So as you can see, this, what I thought was a sty on my eye has gotten worse, and it's spread and now it's puffy and it hurts a little bit. So it's time for me to see a doctor. And I went to the hospital and there were way too many people. So I decided to go to a pharmacy, because many pharmacies have free clinics attached to them that you can get like a free consultation, and then the pharmacist can actually write you a prescription to get medicine right there in the pharmacy, which is awesome. So I'm standing outside the pharmacy right now. You can see free clinic here, and the doctor is busy right now. It's occupied. I'm waiting my turn. I'm next. So we'll see how this process goes. Hopefully I can get this taken care of, because right now it's looking pretty bad. The result of the visit to the clinic built into the pharmacy, went in pretty quickly, got to see the doctor. We spent some time talking, not long, maybe 15, 20 minutes total, where she kind of asked me my history, you know, allergies, prescriptions, things like that, asked me the symptoms, did an examination of my eye, and after that, prescribed me a couple medicines. This one is some eye drops, which says apply 2 drops in the affected eye every 8 hours for 5 days, and also some cream. Apply in the affected area every 8 hours for 5 days. So yeah, both these, the visit itself was free with the doctor, which I think is so cool that it's attached right to the pharmacy itself. So you can just one-stop shop, walk next door, pick up your prescriptions. So the prescriptions themselves total was like $15, $16 American dollars. So amazing. Again, just so much of a better deal than what we've got going on in the US. Hopefully this will clear my eye up pretty quickly, and I will be done scaring small children. I hope this video series doesn't come across as too much about driving or Bob's poop or medical things, but life happens, right? Bob had not pooped in like 3 days, and he was drinking tons. He had a good mix of different variety of food. I didn't think there'd be any reason to be bound up, but I don't know, maybe he was still a little dehydrated. I don't know. But he finally pooped, yay. But I had a little adventure today. I went back to the pharmacy. That particular clinic was closed, so I went to a different one. Bobby said. Because in my mind, I work things up. in my mind, I get things worked up too much, and then I start imagining things that don't end up being true. So for example, my lower legs have been like increasingly more itchy, and this morning I noticed that like I thought there were like these red rings on them. I'm like, do I have ringworm? Are there bed bugs? Are there fleas? Like, oh my god, what's going on now? Working this all up in my head. So I find an open clinic, again attached to a pharmacy, which is awesome, and she's like, it's eczema. And so she's like, here's this heavy cream that you have to use first, wait 10 minutes after that, and then she gave me a steroid to just, you know, the cream goes all over the bottom of the legs, and the steroid just goes in the spots that look red and bad. And she's like, just do that twice a day for like a few weeks, I think, actually. But yeah, that's all it was eczema. So again, I get things worked up in my head, and they turn out to be simple, thank goodness. But one thing that I'm finding is very interesting is navigating the streets, which I'm actually starting to become more accustomed to. It's not so scary anymore, and I'm actually learning some of the major roads that are going through Aguascalientes as I drive to some of the more similar places, or the same places like Walmart I went to again today to get some more supplies. But I think I'm getting more accustomed to this town. I really need to branch out even further out of the center of the city, and I've done a little bit of that, but I really need to explore the neighborhoods. That's my goal this week and next week, is to explore the more farther reaching like suburbs and other more livable areas, I think, longer term. Today I started work, which was good. Had some early meetings. My first meeting was at 7 in the morning, which means I had to get up with Bob at I got up at 5:30 to shower and feed Bob and get out with him and do a walk before they water the gardens. This city is very clean. They have street cleaners out all the time and gardeners out all the time, all over the city. And the gardeners start at 6 a.m. and which means because of the sun and dryness, the dryness causing the eczema on the legs, they hose down all the garden spaces and all the green areas every morning at 6 o'clock before the sun, comes up strong. So if I'm too late in walking Bob, then I end up with muddy shoes. All kinds of things I'm learning. So I'm getting up earlier, especially because I'm in an earlier time zone than all my employees and co-workers. Taking care of Bob, doing work, doing life, and going to bed early. Not many beers and nightlife for this guy. All right, talk to you later. Just entered the Aguascalientes Museo de los Muertos, or Museum of the Dead. It might be a little dark in here because they don't allow flash, understandably. One thing that's really cool is that given that I am a legal resident of Mexico, I get in for cheaper. Now I can't see anywhere where I'm going. Maybe this guy will help me out. Every time I think this place is a little small, then they direct me to a new building that is bigger. Can't record all of this, so I want to look more closely. Oh, this place is cool. This reminds me of a Frida painting that I've seen before. I'm gonna see if I can dig it up. Hello. Does your back hurt? All these skulls, these calaveras. Por todos lados, más y más calaveras. All sides, more and more skulls. Everywhere you look. High school and college, I remember learning about this style of art, this like method of art, I should say. I don't remember. It's not lithograph. Lithography? I can't remember what it's called. I feel bad leaving Bob at home. But on the other hand, I would never be able to visit places like this. And I owe it to myself to visit places like this. Coming up to the, I think, last couple of rooms in the Museum of the Dead. Came in this opening, this courtyard in the middle. So beautiful. Ooh, I want to see that up there. This stuff is awesome. If this is a baby's casket, then that's one ugly baby. People wonder of all the Latin American countries, why Mexico? Oh, I don't know. You tell me. Oh man, that's so cool. This is my water jug. You can't have it. That's cool. If anyone ever tells you the Cane Corsos don't shed much, then get a black Cane Corso, stay in a place with white shiny floors, and just wait one day. And then what you'll see, that's one day from the floor swept up. Yeah, they shed.